Hey, Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com, and we just got our hands. This is the Ozone WASP V2. This is the version 2. We just got them, and I wanted to go through it and look at things and see what has changed and what's different, because these things are hot. As fast as we're getting them in, they're going out. And I want to talk about it a little bit. About the straps and everything else that have changed. Now, it seems like what they've got, it comes standard with a waist leash. This is the first one that comes in with the waist leash. These are getting very popular. We sell a lot of them. It keeps it off of your wrist so it's not around on your hand, which I completely understand when I'm out there riding. The other thing that it has is the V-straps, Y-straps, whatever you want to call them. And these are becoming standard on almost all of the wings. If you're out there riding, I will tell you, they are awesome to have. It's that cross member. It keeps that wing out when you're riding along loaded. It keeps that wing from digging down. Their straps are very cush. I really like them. It's a comfortable feel. It's not like a wiry type, little tiny type strap, but Ozone's always had that. They have all the reinforcement built in, gross grain webbing that takes the load all the way around the strut. They also have harness connection points. There's multiples. You got a real skinny one right here, or you can bring it on back behind the back handle here. I guess 1 and 2 on the back handle. But you can just lark's head in, create a pigtail, connect in a leash. A harness line. It does not come with it, but that's easily added on. It's a very underloaded type item, but does get used when you start to really crank up wind. It has the front handle here. This is looks like it's nice and easy, soft. It's not real robust up in front, so you can easily grab it. It's small. They didn't make it the same size, but you don't need to. I call it like the lead handle. It's got the leash connection up here on the nose of it. So it's pretty a good central location. If it goes out, it stays in a depowered zone. This is a new cloth, a Dacron. It's the ultralight ripstop Dacron. Now, there's a lot of wings starting to come out with this stuff. It really makes these things amazingly light. It's unbelievable how light these things are getting. It's got this is a triple ripstop, but Ozone's always used that cloth in the last couple years. Really good stuff. It's got windows in it. They changed their position. Let's see here. When you get it stood up, it's kind of in your standing eye position. The bottom one, you really can't see it. You would have to duck down a little bit to use that one. I think it's just positioning where they're figuring out where they're at. So if it's angled over, you get that view kind of downward in there. A really nice setup. I like that it's narrow. It doesn't take up a lot of the sail. That's a really nice thing. They do quite a tapered type leading edge that goes down. And these are all double reinforced seams. So underneath this little strip that you see is a whole nother seam underneath here. So they're transferring that load of that material all the way around to protect that inner seam inside of there. That'll help out. That's the load of these wings being flexed back is a lot. And I'm guessing over design purposes and design ideas, they've done a lot of reinforcement around those seams. But they've got it tapered. It's fat in the center, so that robust and strength from the flex. And I really like that. I think it's going to end up really well. I love this. If they've gone down handles like this, a lot of the wings are starting to minimize their handles. They're finding that nice, comfortable balance point. You know, like using that front handle, I'll find myself over on one of the side handles easily because it keeps that wingtip up instead of the wingtip down. It's just a comfortable position, but they're real comfy, easy to slide your hands on. Front handle, and then you've got different ones back here just to get the relaxed position of your arms. But overall, they did a great job. It's got a double layer trailing edge, robust. The seam is tucked under. This is the closing main seam up underneath here from wingtip to wingtip. And overall, they did a great job. I'm so excited to get this out on the water. It's definitely one of the top wings out there right now in the industry. And we've got them in stock at the moment. As soon as they go, we've got the 4s and the 5s. Those are the first ones that came in and got sent out from the factory, and they will go quick. I love these new colors they've got. The bright green, they got the red, and it's going to be a hot item. If you have any questions about sizing or what you should use, don't hesitate to give us a call. Oh, one last thing I want to note is the inflation system. Inflation system, the way they've done this is they've done 2 large Boston valves. It's their standard Boston inflate deflate valve. They no longer have a one pump system. And some people may say, why is that? Well, what's happening in the industry is guys are inflating the leading edge different than they would the strut. So you can get different pressures that you don't need. You may need it real stiff in the leading edge and a little less on the strut to take that load off of that. And as well as deflating, as we all know, if you've got these things, the deflation is trying to get that air out of that strut. Now you just unscrew them. There's no valve that's going to bend a hose over or anything else, and they just deflate real quick, and they're easy to inflate. It's fantastic. It's been one of their proven valves they use on all of their kites, and now they're using it on their wings, and it's a separate inflation system. Anyway, that's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com to show you the new WASP V2 from Ozone.